hello, Director Doug here again, and we're having another one of our mini adventures, and with me is Miss Jean. Welcome.
Hey, Director Doug. Fun to be in the studio again today.
Absolutely. We always have a great time.
Yes.
And before we get going, I just want to let you know that today we're going to be interviewing the actress that played Taliah in Taliah's Prayer. And I've heard that program, or that series of programs, was your favorite.
You know, it was. Whenever anyone asks me what my favorite Discovery Mountain episode is, it's Taliah's Prayer, and that's in season 3.
That's in season 3.
That might change as we go along, but so far that's my favorite.
That's your favorite.
Yeah.
And the actress that played the shepherd's daughter, her character's name was Taliah. Like I say, she's here today.
She is.
And she did a wonderful job.
She really did.
Did a great job. Yeah. But before we get to the interview, I just want to ask any of you listening if you'd be interested in auditioning and becoming part of the Discovery Mountain team. If you live in the Denver area, we would love to have you audition. All you need to do is log on to discoverymountain.com, go to the Contact Us page or Contact Us tab, ask your parents first, and then send us a note, give us your contact information, and we can arrange a time where we could do an audition. And possibly you could become an actor or actress for Discovery Mountain. Anyway, I'll kick it over to Jean, and why don't you introduce us to our guest today?
Sounds good. Thanks, Director Doug. Well, in the studio with us today is Hasina Smith. Hey, Hasina, glad you're here with us.
I'm great to be here.
Well, Hasina, as Director Doug already said, you played Taliah, but I just love the story behind how we got to meet you. Some information was sent out about auditions, and your dad responded, and your dad auditioned for the program. And actually, when I sent him the information to practice for the audition, he wrote back and he said, my daughter's been helping me with practicing these lines, and can kids audition? And I said, well, yeah, of course. And then you came in with your dad, Hasina, and that's how we met you. So I love that there's sort of an interesting way, God arranges for just the right people to come here into the studio. We really, really believe that.
I agree.
Wonderful. And your dad, I should say before I forget, he played a part in that program too, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. He was one of the
shepherds.
He was one of the shepherds, and he did a great job. Well, Hasina, I have some questions I want to ask you so that our listeners can get to know you just a little bit better. Well, let's start at the beginning. What's your regular job?
Well, I'm a kid. But if I had a job around my house, I do work for my mom. Okay. You help your mom out. And you're a student going to school? Yep.
How old are you, Hasina? Do you mind sharing?
I'm 12.
You're 12. Okay. So you play Taliah. She's a shepherd's daughter. She's a curious girl. She's a very spiritual girl who's looking forward to Jesus coming. So tell us, in what ways, Hasina, in real life, are you kind of like the character that you play, like Taliah? And how are you different from her?
Well, I live on a farm, and so I love animals. I have my own horse, and I love playing with our dogs and cats.
So what's your horse's name?
Jingle Bells.
Oh, I love that. That's a great name. And how many dogs and cats do you have?
We have 2 dogs and 3 cats.
Okay, fun. So you get to spend a lot of time on the farm with the animals. So could you see yourself, if you had a little goat, sneaking at home to take care of it like Taliah did?
Yes.
That's definitely something you would do. Yeah, I think I would too. That would be fun. So Hasina, what's your favorite food?
I like fruit.
Okay, nice. Any particular fruit that's like your standout favorite?
I don't know. Probably not.
Or you like all fruits. That's
I like
nice.
most all fruits.
Good favorite foods. Well, what is your favorite Bible verse, Hasina?
My favorite Bible verse is probably Jeremiah 29:11.
That's a beautiful Bible verse. And you know what? That is my favorite too. It really is. That's a beautiful verse. What about it makes it special to you?
I like it how God assures us that he knows that he has plans for us and that he's giving us a hope and a future.
Mm-hmm. He's going to take care of us. Yeah, I agree. Well, Hasina, you have some time to make decisions about what you're going to do when you grow up. But have you thought about that? Do you have any ideas of what you want to do in your adult life?
Well, as a hobby, I'd probably want to be a horse trainer.
Oh, a horse trainer. Okay. So have you had experience with that with your horse already now?
Not so much as training, just working with her, basically.
Okay, working with her. And that's something that you enjoy, obviously,
Yes.
spending time with your horse. Being a horse trainer, that would be a great job. I hope you pursue that. And I was going to ask you if you have any pets, but we already know about your dogs and your cats.
Yep.
What are the names of your dogs?
Zasha is our German Shepherd, and Topsana is our Samoyed.
You're good at picking names, I can tell. So you're busy. You live on a farm. You have
Yes.
lots of chores. You have your schoolwork. But when you do have free time, what do you like to do?
I like reading. And so when I'm not riding my horse or it's good weather, then I would be reading or singing or playing my guitar.
Oh, nice. You're musical, too. Some hidden talents there. Okay. Well, one last question, and I love this question. It's my favorite. If you could visit Discovery Mountain in real life, like if it was a real place, what do you think you would want to do?
I don't know. That's a hard question. I'd probably want to go to the lake.
Oh, go to the lake. Okay. And maybe take your horse for a ride up in the trails if it were
Yeah.
a real place. That would be fun. Swim in the lake, dive in,
Yeah.
canoe around.
Canoe around the lake.
Yep, that all sounds like fun. I'll join you. How's that sound? Well, Hasina, I'm so glad that your dad saw the information to audition, and I'm glad that he shared that information with you and you auditioned too, and that you could be a part of this program. So you played Taliah, but would you ever like to come back and maybe be one of our summer campers?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Oh, good. So our listeners are going to get to hear your voice again with another character. I'll have to come up with another character for you. So since Taliah was way back in Bible times. Well, thanks for coming into the studio with Director Doug and I. Glad to have you here, Hasina.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, Hasina shared with us her favorite Bible verse, and I love this Bible verse. It's Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 11. And it says, "For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope." And you know, God has a plan for each of us. He does have our future in his hands, and I'm so glad for that. Well, this has been another mini adventure in Discovery Mountain. Take Director Doug's advice and visit us on our website. Look for that Contact Us tab. And if you want to audition, we hold auditions about 4 times a year, and we'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, visit us at discoverymountain.com, and we'll see you again next time.